I'm going to get glasses cleaner.
Okay. We're live. Hi, everybody. It's Sunday. We got a little, of course I'm early. Let me make this a little tighter, I think. Okay, I know I'm early. And I'm ready. Two people are on. Hi. Hello for the two people that's on. Hey, Terry, how you doing? How are you? I'm glad to see you. It's raining over here. It feels a little more wintry. Today, a little bit, you know.
Or like fall. It's not
Yeah, fall, like damp, you know. Kind of want to stay in the house or sleep. How you doing? How are you, Terry? How's your Sunday? How's everything? Terry's Table. I gotta check your channel. Terry's Table. I'm gonna check your channel. I'm gonna see what that is. So well, we got two. And at least I know it's working. So I'm gonna hang out for a minute. It's raining in Cleveland also. Yeah, it feels, you know,
disgusting.
Kind of. You need a little coda. You need something. If you go outside, it feels like you want to sleep all day, which is half the thing I was doing. But I'm busy.
Did you sleep late today?
I'm good. Yeah, I slept late. You know,
How late?
I didn't get out the bed until like 11. Yeah.
That is late for you.
Yeah, so late for me. I didn't get out the bed till like 11. You know, I just been like resting, especially when it's cloudy. It's one of those kind of days like it is today. That's the best sleep in the world to me. And when I get that sleep, I take it. Hey, Jen, how you doing? How are you? How are you? Yeah, because I really like, you know, I just like to try to get some sleep. When I don't sleep well at night sometimes, you know. I always got to get up, go to the bathroom, and, you know, it's just, sometimes it's like, it's been like that, you know, which is why I'm glad I work from home now. You know, it's kind of been like that. It's like, you know, I was just actually thinking about, hello, Veronique, how you doing? How are you? I was actually thinking about the fact that, you know, I'm blessed that I could work from home. You just woke up. Yeah, it's one of those days. If I didn't need to get up and make myself something to eat, I probably would like be still laying there, you know. But I got up. I had to get up, and then once I got up, then I started doing other things. But you know, I'm seriously enjoying being home. I really am. I can't. Before last year, I wouldn't know. Christopher Henry, my name. Are you today? Hello, Christopher Henry. How are you today? How are you? How are you? It's a daily thing. Yeah, I know. You know, sometimes it's like that. My sister has that. You know, she needs. Sometimes she sleeps a lot. You know, she just likes to. She needs to. You know, and I don't know. Maybe with my age and stuff. Sometimes I just want to lay down. But I think it's got a lot to do with. Sometimes I can't sleep at night. You know, so. Well, sometimes my brain is all going on, you know. Veronique says, hi, Sharita. I don't know if you saw that.
Hi.
So, yeah, sometimes it's like that, you know. I guess the older I get, but I want to rest. I want to lay in my bed until I feel like getting up, you know. And most of the time, if the sun comes in, I'll get up, you know. Not early, but I will get up because the sun is out. But when the sun is not out, I don't want to get up. And thank God I didn't have to get up today because it's Sunday and I don't have real work. I didn't have to even do anything. But at 9 o'clock, I'm looking at my emails. So, you know, maybe just before 9, I'm looking at my emails. But it's Sunday, so I didn't have to do that. And, you know, I was just thinking about that because I really enjoy being home. I really do, you know. And, hey, Bert, how you doing?
You
Yeah.
your email so late.
I'm that. What email?
You said you're looking at emails at 9 o'clock.
Well, that's when I start work at 9
Oh,
o'clock.
in the morning.
Yeah, 9
I thought you
a.m.
meant at night.
Oh no, I stopped. She said I look at my emails at night. I did. I was at first, but I don't after I shut the computer down, I shut it down. And I don't look at it no more. Because you gotta have separation from work. You know, so and looking at emails make me go, okay, well I gotta do this and I'll do that tomorrow. It'll be there. It's not going nowhere. It is what it is. So I'm getting into the I'm gonna retire soon mode. And I like this mode. I'll tell you right now, I like this mode. You know, blankets over the window. Today no sun. Well, we don't have sun anyway. You know, it's raining. It's raining over here. It's raining. It's a cold kind of rain coming down. You know, 'cause I just went out to go take the garbage out. So, yeah, it's a cold kind of rain coming out. So, but it's good. It's good. How's everybody's Easter last year? Not today, Tada. Nada. So how's everybody's Easter last week? How would that go? I wonder. You know, I made a brisket last week for Easter. And, you know, and I think, I taped that one. That's taped. I believe that's taped. Yeah, I taped that one. So I'm going to edit it and it's going to get out like maybe this week. But I did my brisket in the oven and I had to do it in the oven because it was like a 9-pound and it wouldn't fit in my little oven here. So, I mean, I got it from Costco and we devoured it. We ate it. I ate it like 3 times this week. Sharita, y'all had some more?
I had some more.
Yeah, Sharita and them ate the rest of it, or they're eating the rest of it. So, yeah, but it was rather good. It was rather good. We ate that thing, boy, and I'm going to do another one. Yes, at times I think spring is trying to bring winter back. Yeah, when I went outside today, I was like, no, this feels like winter, and the wind is blowing the door. I was like, I can't even open the door. But my tulips are coming out. My tulips are out. They have grown. I put them in the fall. I put it in like October, and they growing. And I was like, look at them. I thought the squirrels got them, but the squirrels didn't get my tulips. So I keep that's why I enjoy being home. I enjoy those kind of things. I enjoy doing that. You know, put my flowers out and, you know, watching them grow. And I have gotten old. I know my mother used to like feel like this about stuff, but I never really, you know, gave it too much thought. You know, I never really did. But I think I'm feeling like, yeah, I'm liking this. I'm getting into the mode of enough of the hustle and bustle for me anyway. And because it is hustle and bustle, and that's why I said I've been busy, because it is, for me, it's budget season at work. It's tax season, and you know the federal taxes are due on April 15th, period. The federal taxes are due on May 17th, but the state taxes are due on April 15th. So if anybody live in the state of New York, your state taxes are due on April 15th.
That's Thursday.
You know, so people, you guys can't be waiting if you're gonna get a refund, it's okay. But if you owe them, you need to file by April 15th. So hence, some of the people coming out the woodworks now and realizing that it's April 15th. You know, and so I'm busy with that. So I'll probably be busy till at least the end of the month between those two things. And I just don't have time to cook like I want to cook. Well, yesterday I made a corned beef in my pressure cooker, and then I made a Reuben sandwich, which was with some fresh rye bread. Oh, it was delicious. So I'm going to do a video just for the Reuben sandwich because that sandwich was good. So I'll probably be doing that. Perry really doesn't like corned beef, and he definitely doesn't like rye bread. You know, I thought all taxes was pushed. No. Not your state tax. No, not in your state. That was not pushed back. Only the federal tax is that. So people are getting confused. But only the federal tax goes until May, not your state tax. If you got state tax, you got to get it done by Thursday. So folks. So folks are waking up now, and they only got a few more days. I had to text a friend of mine and tell her, you know, I know you want to do last minute, but last minute is April. It's April. If what for your state is April 15th. I'm telling you. So you got to get it done, or you're going to be, you know, you're going to get penalized. You're going to get,
Maybe
you know, whatever.
other states did push theirs back.
Well, I know that New York did not do it. New York did not do that. And also, if a lot of people may have been on unemployment, the federal has taken $10,200 off of how much you owed for how much you paid, how much you got for unemployment. So if you made $14,000 basically, then you really only what's taxable is only $4,000. But that's only the federal government. That is not the state, at least not the state of New York. Nope, they tax everything, okay? I got no tax to do, just speaking. I'm a non-filer. Okay, that's good, because if you are a filer, you got to be mindful of this, because otherwise, you know, they're trying to get you. And at least the state of New York is trying to get you. You know, so you got to be careful, because yeah, we're broke, and they're not taking any kind of deduction. They're not waiting for anything. It's like you got to get it done. So I had to tell a few people about that, and now I still expect that people's not going to be, they're going to wake up maybe, they're going to wait till May, whatever. But I'm just saying, I know. So
But what is the penalty for filing late?
They give you, if you owe, then, you know, if you owe, then you get a, I don't know, they put a couple of dollars extra on your tax because you filed late. But if if you have filed and you still owe, then you're not getting that late filing fee, because it's another filing fee that they give you for that. And then you owe, and then of course you got your interest from, you know, whatever you owe, they're going to charge you. But they charge you a late fee and your interest if you file it late. So if you don't want to, if you know, maybe you still owe them, but try not to file late. You know, well, I have that fee too, you know. So that's what's going on with them. That's what's going on with our government here. And so while I have to deal with that, I can't do everything. I have to do my job, and I do that. So it's like I want to put some more videos out, but I got to wait until, you know, things settle down, maybe in a month. But I bought a lot of junk, a lot of things, because I'm the gadget woman. And I'm going to do a video on just all the stuff that I bought and I want to get to. I got a video for that too. So that's going to come up. Maybe if I get it, I don't know if it's going to be this week, but within maybe the next 2 weeks, I'm going to try to, you know, tape that, just all this stuff that I bought. And, you know, that's a whole video all by itself. So I'm going to do that. But today, because it's a fast video, because I'm not trying to be here all day and I couldn't be cooking all day, and of course I wanted to sleep a little bit, I'm going to make my natural hamburgers. I make hamburgers with gravy every so often. And I figured, you know what? That's fast. I'm going to make that. I'm making instant potatoes. I know people don't like that. But sometimes I make instant potatoes because I don't want to be cooking. I don't want to mess up pots. And then I got to clean it all up and all that. Nope, it's got to be quick for me today. And I got some string beans. And Sharita, I bought some broccoli, frozen broccoli.
Fine, I'll
So she doesn't want string beans, so I got some frozen broccoli, and you know, we off. That's what we're gonna do right now. So whoever's out there, give me some thumbs up, please. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, please. And I'm at my stove. I know there's no gadgets today. This is the old-fashioned stove way. So there go my stove and one of my favorite pans. That's a cast iron pan. Yummy. So I was like, yeah, thank you, Linda. It's definitely my kind of meal. You got to do something real fast. We got no time. I got no time. I got a lot of stuff to do. So here's my pan. I'm turning it on.
Where'd the pan come from?
I got this pan from QVC. Maybe $20. Mm-hmm. One of my favorite pans. It really is. Terry's message got retracted. Okay. She took it back. Okay. So let's see. Let me make this sucker tighter if I can. Oh, here we go. Hey Mabel, how are you? I'm good. I'm making some hamburger with gravy today. You know what? And I need some. I think I'll put a little beef bouillon in there. That's what I think. Matter of fact, That'll help it. That'll give it some good gravy. That's what I need. So as I'm thinking about what I'm making, I got to get my beef bouillon out. That would help a lot. That'll give it a good gravy. Hold on. Let me see what I did with it. Or, you know what? I'm going to do something a little different instead. Hold on. Let me take my better than bouillon out.
Mabel says that she's okay and that sounds delicious.
Yeah, I think thank you, Mabel. Let me find my better than bouillon. Yep, here's the beef one. Instead of finding my powder, which I definitely got over there too.
And I don't know, I like the better than the bouillon better than the powder anyway.
Well, the powder is good. The powder is good when you're making something like this. The powder is actually good, you know. I use my instant potatoes sometimes. Yeah, man, those things are really, really handy. So I do have what I'm going to do. See, I got a package of this guy. This has no sauce in it.
Linda pieces, I do too.
You know, sometimes you got to do it.
I mean, to cook from scratch every day.
You can't cook from scratch every day. I don't know, unless you know, like I said, our parents, I don't know what the heck they was doing. I don't know. That's probably why they died early, because that's all they ever did was cook, clean, and have babies. Yo, not me.
Hi, India.
Not me. Is that our India?
Yes.
Hey, India. How are you? That's what they had. They cooked, they cleaned, and they had babies. Stay in the house and all that. Go on house arrest. I ain't the house arrest type. Okay, let me show you. Oh, oops. Okay, right there on my counter. That's what they did. Linda, you laughing. I'm not kidding. That's what they did. I gotta be on house arrest. Those burgers, I seasoned them with some onion powder, some that red onion, that onion seasoning, onion powder seasoning. What else I put in there? I put some Worcestershire sauce. Thank you, Miss India. Then I put I put some steak seasoning in there, and a little right on the top. I put a little bit of the adobo in there, but I just season it general, and they're just sitting there and they're ready to go. So I'm gonna show you guys from there. I take that. Let's get back to this because this pan is now hot. I know, cook clean, barefoot. Yup, I ain't trying to hear that. I told my father that one day. I'm not doing that. He said I was supposed to procreate. I was supposed to have a whole bunch of babies. I'm like, not me. I don't know who you talking to. I'm not having that. I ain't doing that. So, what you do is you take the hamburger and you simply put it with some flour. Put some flour on it. That's what my mom used to do with these. We made them all the time. We had these all the time. On a weekday. We had them on a weekday all the time. My brother Ronnie loves these things. She made them for him every day, I think. That's what she did. Simple. Ain't gonna be here all day. We're gonna have hamburgers with gravy, instant mashed potatoes, and canned string beans, and frozen broccoli. That's what we have it. And that's how you do it sometimes. And you still have a better meal than going to McDonald's. Which, by the way, this week I went to, what's the name of that place? Yeah, for five. This week I went to, what's the name of that stupid store? Popeyes. This week I went to Popeyes because I wanted to taste their fish sandwich. And we were out. I don't know, we were out doing something. So, yeah, I was going to.
And what did you think of it?
I thought it was too spicy. If it wasn't so spicy, it wouldn't have been too bad. But it was really, really, really spicy to me. And I don't like that much spice on my food. You know, I mean hot. And so I didn't really like it.
I thought that too when I tasted it.
Yeah, so it was not just me.
It wasn't for me.
What brand of mashed potatoes? Listen, I get what's on sale in India. And these were on sale for $1. So I picked up several of these. So when I need them, and also the Idahoan one, that one also was $1 at Walmart. So I just picked them up there. That's where I'll go to Walmart and get that kind of stuff, that I can have in there in the pantry. So you want it, if you need it, you got it. That's where I got that, and that's $1. So can you go wrong with $1? We used to buy it in the big can, because we used to eat this stuff all the time. But I didn't. Let me turn on the other one so these things could start getting done too. Especially those. There it goes. Especially that back there. Yeah, I like those too. But the Hungry Jacks, they're not bad. They're not bad. I used to chop up onion and bell pepper and garlic in the hamburger. Well, I got the onion and I put some Spain spice garlic in it, and bell pepper, nah. But bell pepper would work. Bell pepper would work. And then you make a gravy out of that, and you just don't know what you got. It's delicious. It is. It's delicious, and we'll eat it happily. So when you go to the store, you go to a Popeyes or McDonald's and stuff. That is just, I can't even eat that stuff anymore.
What was that? The top of the egg maker.
I use the egg maker every day because I make 6 eggs, 3 for me and 3 for Terry. And then, yeah.
Instead of boiling them?
I missed part of this. Huh? Yeah, instead of boiling, I use that thing for that. But yeah, that's what I do. That's what I do this because this is easy. And I am busy, and so a lot of people, nobody got time for that. That's why I have all them gadgets, because nobody got time to be sitting around the kitchen all day. That's what Mom used to do. When I showed my mother, I showed her the crock pot. I got her a crock pot. Boy, my mother was in love. She said, "You can put anything in this. You don't have to sit there." Oh, my mother was in love with that thing. I think my mother would be very much happy with a lot of my gadgets that I got. And we get the job done. Because it would take forever to get stuff done. You can't do anything but be. And then, listen, ain't nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with being a, what's your favorite? I think my favorite is my Instant Pot. I really think I have had an Instant Pot for years now, the electric Instant Pot, and the pressure cookers that you used to put on the stove were really, really handy, but those things would blow up. So I never really used them. I think it's my Instant Pot, And now that I bought a new one, and it come up to pressure like that, my old one really needs to be replaced. I didn't want to. And I was telling Perry that yesterday. I keep something until the wheels fall off. I keep things till the wheels fall off. I really don't like to throw stuff out if it's serving a purpose. But it worked, but you had to push it down. You had to play with it and stuff. And this one works, comes to pressure like that. It's just like, oh my God, I love the new one that I have. So I'm falling for it. So I was saying, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Yeah, I think the Instant Pot is probably the best gadget ever, truthfully. And I do like my air fryer. I like my air fryer for breakfast. And especially now that I do eat breakfast every day and I make my own breakfast every day, I find it really, really useful, really useful. But I guess if I was working and I really was eating out more, I can live with the air fryer. It's good and I like it, but I don't know that I would be cooking as much. So, what I would always use though is that pressure cooker. That pressure cooker is like the bomb. And then I also like this oven I have, which is also an air fryer. But I like it because it's a second oven, and if it's hot, or if I need a second oven, or if I don't feel like bending over to pick up stuff and that kind of stuff, that oven I really like that. Probably more than anything. If I'm going to choose an air fryer, though, I would take that air fryer grill over anything, if I'm going to choose that. But because my life is changing and I'm home more often, I like my air fryers as well. But my Instant Pot, nothing going. That Instant Pot ain't going nowhere. In fact, I bought a small one too. I'll show you guys once I do a video on it. I still got to open the thing. But I've been buying stuff and yet I haven't had a chance to really use it. So y'all are gonna see some of the stuff that I bought, and I gotta reorganize things. I got stuff everywhere. I gotta throw things out to make room for the stuff that I bought or I'm gonna keep. So I gotta do a lot of organization and stuff that I need to be doing, and I can't do that until I'm finished doing taxes and budgets. And it's budget season, so when budget season is over.
And when's the budget due?
The budget is due, well, it's supposed to be due, what we're doing is supposed to be due next week, but it's never, ever, they never do things on time. So I assume that'll be maybe done the following week, because they never do stuff on time. So, I mean, I figure by the end of April, I'll be done with that budget, and maybe be mostly done with these taxes when people realize they got to get them done. So, but knowing people, they don't wait until Mother's Day is when? When's Mother's Day?
The 9th.
Oh, so then taxes are done. The extension is after Mother's Day. Yo, people gonna be people gonna be late. What's the best indoor grill? Child, I don't like. Girl, you better get that. You better get that XL Ninja. That Ninja grill is the best grill. I am telling you, hands down. Get that. That's my favorite. Need somebody like you to cook for me. As I'm limited. Well, if you were somewhere near me, girl, you can always come. Because I always have a lot of food. And that's the other thing. I have to be mindful of that. You know, I cook like I'm home with my family, my original family, and we always have too much. We always have food. We don't have too much, but we always have, right, India? We always have food. That ain't no joke. But because my father always said, you need to have food, clothing, and shelter. So we always have food. We don't play that. I don't play that. So I always have food, but I'm realizing that it's too much for us, right? Yeah, we always have food. We might not have nothing else, but we have food. And we had laughs and friends. But we didn't have anything else. Yeah, these are ready. These are ready to get out of here and put the next stage on. Huh?
Smells good.
Yeah. You're ready for the next stage. Turn it down just a bit. Put them on a plate and move them forward. Okay. What did Marie say? I think, what did Jen say? Put them on the plate.
She said that she's in Pennsylvania and she would drive over 2 hours. You get the food.
Come. You can surely come.
Hello.
Please come.
I'm fine. How are you?
Let me know you're coming. I'll make a cake that day.
Where are you coming from?
I would definitely make a cake. We had, I went into Costco. Well, you know, I went to Costco because I ordered from Instant Cart. And I wanted my string beans. I buy that from Costco, like a big box, like 12 cans, like maybe $8 or something. So that's why I usually get them, because we eat a whole lot of string beans. And anyway, when I opened the box had, it wasn't anything, like the box wasn't expired, but inside the cans had like spider webs and stuff in it.
In the can itself?
On the can, in the box.
In the box.
And on the box and in the can, on the box. And I was like, oh heck no, I ain't eating that, you know. And just, I didn't want to, I would have taken, see, that's why you got to go get your own food, I'm telling you. You know, I cannot do that. I would have picked it up in the first place. And when other people get your food for you, they pick up whatever, you know, they're trying to get done, but you're not paying attention, you know. So that box, it should have never been out there, and I definitely shouldn't have bought it, but I just did not want to go back to Costco for, you know, make a big deal and stand on lines and whatever. So I just threw it out. So I went there to get some more string beans. And once I got there, when I was there, Oh, come on, come on. I gotta wash my hands. See, hold on. Gotta get that off. So once I was there, first thing I walked straight past, and what do I walk right into? Apple turnovers. Oh my God. My God, those are good. Oh my God, I gotta stop it.
Did you buy some?
Yeah, man. We only got 2 left. Me and Perry ate them things. They were so good. We only got 2 left. Hey, Cynthia, how you doing? How are you? How's my girl? How's my girl? How's she doing? Tell her to come on sometime. Denny, I'm in California, and it would be a good idea. Ask you to come on. You could come. You could come. You know, you definitely could come. I got plenty of food. That's what I got plenty of food. Oh, yeah. And this week, yeah, with a lot of stuff going on. Because my friend who has multiple sclerosis, his life alert thing went off, and they called me to tell me they're taking him to the hospital. And he had a urinary tract infection. She always sleeps. That girl, tell her to wake up. Tell her to wake up. So he had a urinary tract infection. So they called me, and I had to call my brother, and I had to call his brother, and call a whole bunch of people and stuff. And yeah, so that was like a week and a half ago. That was before Easter, just before Easter. So yeah, that Wednesday before Easter. So I had to deal with him, and then he came out of the hospital on Friday. But he didn't tell my brother. He told me that he told my brother what was going on, which he didn't. And so then people were trying to reach him, but his phone wasn't working because he didn't bring his plug. So it was an ordeal with this guy. It was an ordeal, and he can't walk. You know, he really can't. He's got multiple sclerosis. He really can't walk. So I had to deal with him and get him. My brother did get him home on Friday, but then Saturday night happened again. Saturday night he had another issue. What's the Saturday night? It was Sunday. Yeah, Saturday into Sunday morning. He had another issue. So they called me again. I had to do the same thing all over again. But this time I went to pick him up last Sunday, on Easter Sunday, and we got him home, which was an ordeal, as I said. It's a real ordeal with that. So it's the funniest thing when I turn this on. Let me turn that down. Turn it down. Yep. Go down. Okay. So yeah, it was a issue with him, but we got him home Sunday, and then what day was that? I feel like it was Wednesday. It must have been Thursday night. Yeah, Thursday night. Again, on Friday morning. Again, he's having trouble with that bag, the catheter, and the urinary, because of his urinary tract infection. So again, they called me, and he was in the hospital again. But Friday I couldn't get him because I was working. So you know, I told him he has to make arrangements for what's that called? The transportation, Medicaid transportation, which he did. But that took all day. He was in the hospital for 15, 16 hours. But most of the time he was waiting for transportation to get back home. So, you know, I mean, I feel for him. And when I see him, and I love him to death, but when I see him, I go, I'm blessed. I mean, really, things could be so much worse. Things could really, really be so much worse. It ain't about money. It's about, you know, people are not good. People are not feeling well. People can't do stuff for themselves. You know, it's bad. It's really bad. And he's one, but he's also hard-headed. He's my friend. He always been hard-headed, and he's gonna be hard-headed till the day he died, probably. But it was a week, and I had to deal with him most of the week, and I wanted to make sure he's eating. And I told him he has to consider going to assisted living. You know, he really does. Because he needs somebody with him all the time. He really does. He really does. Let me tell you what he told me. He said, if they let him smoke his weed, because he needs his weed to feel better, You let him smoke his weed, he'll go.
Well, weed is now officially legal.
I know he said weed is officially legal, and if they let him smoke his weed, he will go. So since weed is legal, he's considering going to assisted living. Well, I'm glad about that because he really needs to go. Unfortunately, it took weed. It took weid. I'm
You're
coming for.
cake?
Okay. All right,
There's
girl.
no cake here right now.
But I don't have cake today. I told another friend of mine I'm gonna make him a cake, but I have to wait until budget is over. And I'm gonna make him a cake too. I'm definitely gonna make him a cake.
What kind of cake?
He wants that lemon mascarpone cake, so I'm gonna make him. Huh?
That's a good one.
Yeah. And I was gonna make him the whole cake, but I think I'm gonna just make 3 small ones because Donna wants one too. So I'm gonna make.
Maybe make cupcakes and then you can give to everybody.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Maybe so. And I could drizzle that. Might be a good idea. Thanks for the idea, Sharita. I might do just that. But I'm gonna do that after I'm finished. After I'm finished with but I gotta freeze those cupcakes too to send it to him. When I'm putting it in someplace. I don't know. I might do some cupcakes in there. I don't know. Good idea though, Sharita. Thank you. And then also, it's portion control. You have one and that's it. But I do worry about him, and I always think about myself. What that could be me. Yeah, but for the grace of God. Hi, Gretchen. How are you? Yeah, but for the grace of God, go live. You don't know what's gonna happen in your life. You don't know. You don't know who you're gonna need. You really don't know. And he doesn't have any kids. He doesn't have a wife, a family, and he has his brothers, but they're brothers, and that says a lot. Because guys don't seem to pay the kind of attention that to anything like housewives, like a girl would. So I'm like this, like it's his sister and his brother sisters too. So I pay more attention to things than he would. But he's pretty good with it. Well, he was, but he's in really bad shape. So we gotta pray that he's gonna go to assisted living, that he's gonna finally go somewhere, because he needs constant help. He just does. You ringing that bell, and then by the way, when he rings the bell and they call and ambulance comes to get him, the bill is $1,500 every time he rings that bell, and they gotta come take him somewhere. And that's 3 times happened in less than 2 weeks. He's got a $4,500 bill that he's gotta figure out how he's gonna pay. I mean, and he's on, Social Security, so it ain't easy. I'm gonna tell you, it ain't easy. But I feel for him. I absolutely feel for him. Now, what I'm doing right now is I'm going to add some onions in. I want the onions to go in. Okay, guys, you're not looking at me. Let me put you down here. There we go. We're gonna add some onions in. To help this out. There go my onion. Nothing like this. It's gotta have onions in it. Must have onions. There's the onions. And move these over. And as you guys know, what's in the bottom of this pan is good. That's the good in the pan. You need that. You need all of them drippings in here. I think this meat is like 80-20, but it don't seem like it's got that much grease in it. I think it's 80-20 though.
Maybe 85.
I thought it was 80-20. I don't think it was 90-10. I thought it was 80-20. And that was too good. Like I said, my new favorite.
What kind of meat is it though? Is it bison or regular cotton?
Is it what did you say?
I said, is it bison or is it regular?
Oh, it says regular. No, it's not bison. Not bison. Put these over here. I'm going to let these onions fry up a little bit. And as they are frying up, I'm going to give, come on girl, there we go. Not like this. That's how you do it. I'm going to add another one of my I'm gonna add another one of these to it. Another one of my little packets. What about more of these? Because there's no salt in it. I like that. I'm gonna put a little more of that in there. And sprinkle it with that. Give it some flavor. You gotta have flavor. Hey James, how you doing? You late today? How you doing, James? How was the week? Y'all had some students in this week, I understand.
In person?
Yeah, in person.
Oh, yesterday.
Who was that? Y'all had some students in, I heard. They have to come in for hands-on training.
She said she smells it always here in the barn.
Well, James, you know where I live anyway, so you can always come by. James knows exactly where I'm at. You can come by.
She said, and yeah, unfortunately, right?
Yeah, that had to be. Hope, did it go well? I hope it went well. I hope. I can imagine though. I can imagine how that went. So see, I put a little bit of better than bouillon. I also put in some of the beef. The beef, well, it's a bouillon, but it's powdered with no salt. And I want this to just, I want it to caramelize a little. And then I'm going to add some water. I got to add water to the situation here. That's what we got to do. I got it in bouillon. Yep. Then we're going to add some water to this thing. There it goes. So yeah, I have a lot. I sit as I'm cooking or doing something. Generally, I start thinking about, you know, my going forward in my life, and you know, and I can sit out and look at my tulips out there. And matter of fact, I need to get to the store and go get me some. I gotta get to the store and get some string beans, I think, and cucumbers. And definitely tomatoes, and I want to put them in the yard. I have never had a chance to do that. It's just, you know, it's a new time in my life. It's changing, you know, and I want to get out there and do some of the stuff that I want to do. And I feel like my mother at this point. As long as I had what y'all was hearing was the fan to the microwave. The fan comes on when I turn on the back burner. So the back burner, it gets hot under there, and then the fan comes on. So that's what happened. That's why y'all heard that noise, and I turned it down so we don't have to hear it so much till it finally went off. There's nothing I could do about it either. It turns on and it stays on until it cools off. So that's just how that goes. For my thing does.
James says to stay as a BEOC when he retires.
So you retire, James? Oh, heck no. Boy, you better retire soon. Because I am not staying there that long. Oh, no, I'm not. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. It ain't going to happen.
Linda said it looks better than how I made that.
Oh, yeah? But it's just I add a few, I like the color. That's why I like the better than bouillon. Because that, the beef better than bouillon gives it this nice color. And so does, I use I use a Watkins gravy base, beef gravy base. That's good too. But I just forgot about it. And it's in the cabinet and I don't feel like getting it. But yeah, those are the things I use in it to give it the color. It smells good though. And yeah, Friday too? Oh man, Friday I made the hamburger. I made a hamburger. My late husband used to call them murder burgers. But I made 2 of those hamburgers for Perry and 1 for me. But the same meat. That's why I bought enough of this meat so I can have some, make a hamburger.
Yeah, that smells really good on Friday.
Yeah, those burgers was delicious. They was delicious. They was slamming. I put it on a brioche bun. And I definitely had my brioche buns. I bought them from, also from Stu Leonard. And man, them things was good. I know. I saw Daryl come upstairs and he was like, I know he looked over like, what are you making? They was good. Those burgers was good. So perhaps maybe I'll do a burger too. Hey DK, what'd she say?
She said just passing through.
Okay.
Those onions look delicious. They will cook very quickly.
Yeah, they are. They look pretty good. They're nice. And I had a big onion. So I just used one big onion.
You know what would have been delicious? But I would have been the only one to appreciate that.
What?
If you have mushrooms with that.
Yeah, mushrooms, if people like mushrooms, mushrooms does go well with this dish. You could put mushrooms in here and it would, yeah, it would have been so good. You go to the diner and get this kind of thing. You go to the diner for this kind of food. You know, it's just the truth. You go in the diner and this is what you would want to get from a diner when you're in the store. So, you notice I also put some more of the flour in because the flour is going to thicken it. So you just, you know.
If you're not using flour, what to keep it thick?
Cornstarch.
If you're not using cornstarch or flour, is there another way to thicken it?
I don't really know. I have to think about that. Because it really wouldn't get so thick without that. You need some kind of thickening agent, and those are the two things that I know that would work. Anybody else have an idea what you would use if you're not going to use flour or cornstarch? And I have this other stuff that's I have another kind of flour called Wonder, which I would use, but it's definitely still flour. But it's really sifted very good. So we're gonna use that. Now, but it's still flour, but maybe you want to use a little of that because it's sifted. Maybe you're not using it as much. But I don't know, because I always use flour.
I just Googled keto thickener, and it says arrowroot flour.
It's still an arrowroot flour? Okay. I don't use that, so I don't know. See, I'll tell you I don't know, but I don't know. I'll tell you all about it if I don't know.
Pick it up. Actually, I've used this not for me, but like, you know, if you are a speech therapist and you work in the nursing home, you have to put like thickeners in some of the patient's food because they have trouble swallowing.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. So Sharita knows of it because she has to use it sometimes for her clients when she was dealing with that kind of a client. We do have to, you know, which is true. I guess that's true. She would have to use that for that. So now it's going to make the magic gravy. Now we're going to make the magic gravy. That was about 3 cups of water, I think. And it's going to thicken up real nice. We got the potatoes already done. And as when I put the meat back in to finish, just to get warm, then I'm gonna put the what you said. I'm gonna put the broccoli in. So I'm gonna let this do its thing.
In the microwave?
In the microwave. Yep. Why? What else? What would you like done with it?
No, that's fine.
So let me get it out. Are you the only one having broccoli?
I mean, I don't know. Sarah will eat whatever.
He don't eat whatever. He doesn't like asparagus. You know what?
Yeah, but I mean, he does like broccoli.
So I'll do this one bag for the 2 of you, and if you want some string beans, you can have some. That's what I'll do.
A bag of broccoli is enough for me. You can have string beans.
It's enough for you.
Yes, because it's like 3 servings once you're done microwaving it.
Okay, well then I have 2 bags.
Okay.
I'll do 2 bags. I bought 3 bags.
Did you?
Yes.
I'm trying to figure out how much card is in thicket, but it doesn't really say.
I got broccoli, Sharita. I got broccoli and cauliflower. Which one do you want? Broccoli and cauliflower and just straight broccoli.
Straight broccoli, please.
Okay.
I feel a little cauliflowered out.
Sharita's cauliflowered out. All right, I'm gonna put these in. How long they stay in here? Empty, no, not stovetop. Place frozen, unopened bag with this side up. and put it in the microwave on high for how long?
It's usually like 5 minutes.
Okay. Sweeter knows it. 1,200, 5 minutes. I think this is at least 1,200. I'll put it in and get that one going while this is getting thick. All right, that'll go for 5 minutes. And
I
then I'll
will
put,
microwave the vegetables, or sometimes, depending on what I'm making. Like, when they put it in the oven, I will take it out of the package and put it in the oven. Heat also.
You put it in after, what did you say? And then you'll do what?
I will take it out of the package and put it in the oven. With, like, let's say I'm making fish, I'll put it in the fish.
Oh,
At the same time.
I see. So what I have to, because you do have to, you still got to microwave it somehow. You put it, even if you're gonna put it in the oven, and back into the oven for some reason, you can't really have it frozen like that. So yep, it's sticking it up. It's sticking in. Okay, it's getting nice. It's getting nice. I personally, what I want to do though, I'm gonna add a little more of this. I'm gonna add a little more better than bouillon in here. Direct better than bouillon. There we go. See, I got a doctor's appointment on Friday. And I guess he might yell at me because I've been cheating. Guys, I've been cheating. So only my blood will tell. And I have been doing, I think that's what I was thinking about this morning or this afternoon. What I was thinking about is that I've been cheating. I have been cheating a bit since before Christmas. Probably since after Thanksgiving. I've been cheating.
I mean, you
So,
were making cookies. Like
I was making cookies, I was making cakes, I was tasting all that. Because of the weather, I couldn't go outside and walk either, But I have the difference between, I lost the weight, but what I really have been doing more than anything is not eating starches like bread because I'm a sandwich person. And I really kind of cut out eating sandwiches. And then I, like yesterday when I had that Reuben sandwich, oh my God, I don't know how much I miss my sandwiches. But, I have been really not eating sandwiches, but I have been eating other things. It is better than bouillon, it's better than bouillon for color. No, it's for flavor too. It's not only, the color is good, but the flavor is wonderful. You need to use that. If you haven't used better than bouillon, child, you don't know what you're missing. Whichever one, for the beef or for the chicken, better than bouillon is really the best. It's almost, similar to using, what you call that? The beef broth or chicken broth is very similar to that with a much better flavor. So you should get some. You can, after you open it, keep it in the refrigerator. But you can use it on all kinds of stuff. That's some good stuff right there. So it's not just the color, but it's also for the flavor. So I put it extra in there for the flavor of my gravy. Because the gravy makes this dish, It ain't the hamburger, although the hamburger is going to be good, but it's the gravy that really makes it in India. So, you used to be around me while I was cooking all the time, didn't you, India? Because when you was around, I was making a lot of cakes back then. I was cooking, but I was making a lot of cakes. I was wondering because what she said, because bouillon's a lot? What she said? A lot of what?
Is a lot of
sodium. But true that, India. But this stuff here, salt. But I use this. This has no salt in it, and it's a beef flavor. And the better than bouillon I use is low sodium. It's low sodium. So I make sure to pick out the low sodium stuff. So that's why. So then you don't put too much salt on your food in the first place. You need salt. You need a little salt, but you don't have to go, accent and, adobo and all kinds of, and onion salt and, garlic salt. Don't do that. Put onion powder. Put garlic powder, but you don't need that salt. you know. So you have to like be. I'm very careful about that. To add, you know, just because you do need a little salt, but you don't gotta have that kind of crazy salt. So I don't really even use it that way. But I do put some in there because you need flavor. You need flavor. So yes, I forgot what I was just talking about. There goes one of them. Let me get a bowl. Hold on, I gotta get a bowl for this broccoli. Okay, got a bowl for the broccoli here. And I'll put the other one in too. Nice. Look, guys. Turn it into a real nice gravy. In about a second after I take the broccoli out, I'm going to put the hamburger back in. And we're going to have, it's going to make nice gravy. That's what it is. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Come here. Ooh, let me put you over here for the time being. Get the other one in. Got that side up. I love Aunt Frances mustard greens. Yeah, Frances, my sister could cook. Let me tell you right. My sister could cook, especially when she made her greens or her potato salad. My sister can cook. And I think she enjoyed cooking, but yeah, she could do it. She could do it. She just got to learn. I think she had to learn though not to use so much salt, but she did a pretty good job because you know your uncle he couldn't have so much salt, so she was real good with that. So she calmed that down, and then and my mother, who used a lot of accent and stuff like that, she had no business with that either. But that's how they season things. They just use, you know, they use salt and pepper. That's what they use. A lot of. There we go. No, you're right. There's not much in here. There's not much in there.
The bags are deceiving.
Yes. Yes, I might as well just put your stuff right in another bowl and give it to you like that. Yeah, so you know you have to learn because I guess you know I say in India that you know they cooked with what they had because they weren't buying all kinds of herbs and spices because you know it was
They could have grown them, I guess.
no you can't really grow that stuff, and then it's not just growing it because you have to keep it so that you want to get the dried ones. And my mother and they you know and they never really thought about it. Onion salt, onion powder, garlic salt. I guess they said onion salt and onion powder, onion salt, garlic salt, and that kind of stuff was already salted, you know. Those
yes,
things.
exactly. The
Yeah.
computer bags only have enough for one person.
Yeah.
Wanting me to share.
Yeah. Well, I bought 3 of them in India, so there'll be enough for those who want broccoli today. Yeah, but I think that our parents just didn't have the money and didn't think about that, you know. So they bought they used what they had, which was onion, salt, and accent always does still give.
Do they still make that?
Yeah, they make accent.
I
They
never
still
seen
make that.
commercials for it or anything.
Oh, because you really shouldn't be eating that stuff. So here we go, putting it back in. You're going in. Nice. But I think, you know, you had to learn. When my mother had high blood pressure, you know, when especially diagnosed with it, you know, I paid more attention to the stuff the things that was in whatever she was eating, you know, whatever she was eating and how she was cooking it. And I think, and that's where I learned a lot to try other seasonings other than, you know, plain salt and pepper. You know, use other things, you know, that doesn't have salt in it, which is what the doctor was saying back then. You know, use other seasonings. You know, but us black people, you know, Southern people, that's how we did it. You use your salt and your pepper or your accent back then, you know, and you cook with that all the time. But that's just definitely not what you should be doing, you know, and not what you how this should roll. Look at this. Now, oh, guys, you can't see. Look at what I'm doing. There you go. That's it. I put the meat back in. Look at that. And it's thick. Thick enough. Look at that. Put that on some. Put that on those instant potatoes. Honey, you got yourself a meal that you happy to eat. Look at that. Is that not beautiful? I love. Yeah, Lowry's was one of them. Yeah, you can't eat Lowry's, man. I put Lowry's on a little sprinkle, a little tiny, just a teeny bit of it, but nothing. Not like how they shook that stuff all over your food and your fried chicken. You can't have that. Can't eat it. No. Yeah, I'll sprinkle some certain foods I need, like especially frankly, a little bit in my collard greens. I put a little bit in there, but I don't put hardly any other salt in there. That I can remember. I put all kinds of other seasonings in there, and people say, "Oh, thank you, Linda." Thank you. Yeah, look how fast that was. I ain't got no time. I got no time to be sitting here all day cooking. I'm busy. I'm busy. Some of the things I want to make are so time consuming and so good, but they're really time consuming. I gotta wait mostly until I'm really not working before I can even try to pick the channel up and stuff like that. So I really don't want to miss my Sundays too much, because I get to show you guys what I'm doing while I'm doing it, and I can just get it done like that. Okay, come on out. See, this is hot. You're hot, so come in here. Okay, hang out right there for me. Okay, yeah, dinner's done. How about that?
Looks delicious. Did you make your potatoes already?
Yep, potatoes are done. I had them things boiling. Potatoes are done. That's instant potatoes for you. They done. And I always add a little bit more potatoes because I don't like that thin kind of potato. I like it to look more like, look. Look at that potato. Where am I? Here we go. Look at that potato. I want it to look like potatoes. If I ain't making my own, then I want it to look like there's some potato here. I don't like it when it's like watery. No. I put butter in it. This thing says put milk in it. Put water in it. No, I put milk in mine. It's with milk. I use the same thing, but I add milk. I do not do what the packet says. This one happens to be a roasted garlic. See, roasted garlic mashed potato. I'm going to take the rest of it. I'm going to save it. So when I add a whole pack, I add some more extra like this. I add the extra stuff. So this is the one I got. But this is like a pack and a half maybe. Because I like it thick. So it's a potato. I don't know what these people are doing. We don't want water. And I want to add milk to it. And you know what? Back in the day, it said to add milk to it. This one just says add boiling water. Heck no. It needs milk. What's wrong? Why do they do it? Oh yeah, there's another thing I want to talk about today. Which I was wondering what you guys thought about this. When you buy milk in those clear kind of plastic containers, do you find that the milk doesn't last that long? Because lately I have just been buying a bigger milk because I've been going to a store that don't really have that kind of milk in those regular jugs that you can usually get anywhere. So I've been buying my milk in these containers. I've been buying my milk in the old-fashioned container like this. I think that these containers keep your milk fresher than those other milks that you buy. I can buy the other milk and have to throw it away before I even get to it. This I bought a while ago. In fact, it was expired yesterday. But the milk is good. The milk is absolutely still good.
It's probably because, the plastic containers are clear and more light gets to it than the
Well, they should stop selling milk in that container because that milk don't last for nothing. I don't drink milk most days, but when I want some milk or when I need some milk, I don't see that much. Yeah, you don't see those containers that much. I got that from Stu Leonard. That I only put, and they only had the half a gallon inside. They don't have the small ones. Just because my mother used to use them all the time. She used to make our little chimneys out of it for Christmas, and she would take them and cut the top off and put the paper around that kind of a container. So they used to be out all the time. They switched from that kind of carton until the plastic ones they got now, which I really feel like those things are horrible, and they don't keep your milk straight, and it's just not good. So these things here, they're great. I can't believe how long the milk is lasting because it's in a different container. And I said that to Perry, because every time we turn around, the milk was getting spoiled. Then you gotta go to the store just to get more milk. Then you end up spending another $40 when you only went in there to get some milk. And that's not good. So I noticed the plastic ones get a fun. Yeah. And way before the expiration date. And I'm like, why does this milk act like this? And since I've been buying this milk this way, I haven't had a problem. The milk's still here. But Perry, he has cereal all the time. You know, when he does eat cereal. So every time he eats the cereal, I'm buying more milk and throwing the other milk out. Because that milk don't last like that. So I just thought it was me. I wanted to talk to y'all about that. That milk it ain't acting right. Ah, this is nice and thick now. This is good. Oh yeah, this is ready. We be ready to eat now. Look, this is good. And it's easy. I love this. I love this pan. I love this pan. This pan works. Smells good. I think we're about to eat now. Okay, guys, unless you see my food again. Yeah. See, I thought it was me too. I'm like, I thought because actually, I come from the era where we used to get our milk from the milkman in a glass bottle. The milk used to come in a glass bottle, and the milk lasted. Or maybe it didn't last because so many of us we drink milk, but that milk seemed like it lasted and it tastes good. So and then when we got the other containers, that wasn't so bad. The ones I just showed you, that wasn't so bad. But that other plastic stuff that we get now, that's all 99% in the store, it comes in those kind of containers. It don't last. But I can buy cream, let's say, in that sort of a container, and the cream will last forever, like cream or half and half. And if I buy it in a container like that, I can keep it for a long time. But these other stuff, it don't work. So maybe it is the container. And we need to do something about that, don't you think? What are we paying for milk that we got to throw out? Because when I want milk in my instant potatoes, I don't want water. I want milk.
How much fat you have in the milk, too.
No, but I always buy milk. I never get like 2% milk. I always get whole milk.
Everything lasted longer back then.
It sure seemed to. Or maybe we just ate it faster. But we didn't have spoiled milk like that. And I could smell it, because I smell stuff, and for me, I put it to my nose and it's over. And if I could smell it, before I smell it, I used to have to smell that milk all the time. I smell this milk. The milk is fine. Absolutely fine. I said, I don't get it. I don't get what they're doing to make us go back in the daggone store again for something you would need, like milk. Hopefully not the eggs either. But man, I tell you. So my couple of weeks has been, have been full of things that I'm working on. So, but I have another video that I already edited. I just got to get that up, which I will get it up, I promise, by Thursday. So it should be up Thursday. Then I got another one I did yesterday, which got to get edited. And I'm gonna, as long as I'm not bothered too much this week at work, I'm gonna do a video for a Reuben sandwich, because I bought the most wonderful bread. I gotta show y'all. Here's my bread. I bought this. This is New York rye bread, and it is so good. Oh man, I just tasted one piece yesterday. Oh man, if you eating dinner and you want bread, this is what you would eat. Man, this stuff is good. But I made my Reuben sandwich with this. Man, so since I have it, I need to do a video because I'm not going to be buying this because I could eat the whole thing. Yeah, I can't. This stuff is good, boy. This stuff is really, really good. Stu Leonard got some of the best products I have seen. So I like to go in stores where I get what I'm paying for. You know, what I need and what I'm paying for. This stuff, we got to have a sandwich with my corned beef. So I'll be showing that. But Perry, I'll only make one for me. That's what I'm going to eat. I don't know what he's going to eat, but I know what I'm going to eat. This is what I'm going to eat. So I'm going to show y'all a video with it real quick over there. Yeah, pastrami on rye. Yes, Lord. Oh, delicious. That's my favorite. Pastrami. I haven't had that either. What's the name of that place? Cats, I think, in Brooklyn. I know there was one before I stopped working. There was one in Brooklyn, but I think there was one in the city called Cats Deli. Oh, that sandwich $25 though.
It's worth it.
They give you a couple days worth of meat, but that sandwich is $25 at least, and it's so good. All right, I am done. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Your cats. Oh, delicious cats. That's some good eating right there. Good eating. Okay, see, and it thickened up very nicely. See how thick the gravy got?
It looks delicious.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I should taste a little. I'm gonna take a little taste right here. Oh, one. Guys, I'm gonna show you what it tastes like, cause I'm gonna taste it if it's not so hot. And the pickles, yeah, the pickles are good there. Yo, I go there and treat myself, cause they have one that's good, yeah. They have one on Fulton Street, I think in Brooklyn, by Albee Square Mall, it used to be over there. They got one in there. So every once in a while, I walk over there and treat myself to a nice hot pastrami sandwich. And then you have to take that, and I had that for a couple of days for lunch at least. Yeah, that was good. That was worth every dime. I know I'd take that walk in a second. But not too often, but I would do that because I'm a sandwich person. Oh, this is good. Good. Oh, this is wonderful. Want to taste it?
Yeah.
You'll eat off your mother.
How do I know where you've been?
How I know where you been?
I was at the movies.
God knows where you was.
Drive-in. I didn't even speak to anybody else but
So,
Joe.
Sharita went to a drive-in. What'd she say? What did Linda say? It's good, right?
It's delicious.
Yep. Simple, poor people food. Poor people, and
She said she has to go, but she has another amazing idea for her recipe list.
thank you. Thank you, Linda. Thank you for coming. I appreciate that. But this, you ain't got no money? You want to add something to eat? This is how you do it. That's how you do it. We ate this and loved it. Because my mother made this all the time. All of the time. That's what we ate. All the time. And it was good. My mother, I think, used to call it like Salisbury steak or something. That's what I think she used to call it. But this is heavenly. Absolutely heavenly. So Sharita likes it. And we like it. And I don't know if you want to dish or we want to go. Sharita, you have anything to dish about, Sharita? I've been dishing.
Not really. I'm ready to eat.
Laugh out loud. Yep, people. Po people. Yep. Po food, but we eat good food. You gotta take what you got and make it taste good. And you're like, wow, that's what I want. I don't want no McDonald's. And you spend more money in McDonald's anyway. Po people out. Yep. Po people food, but you can do that. And I think actually I could take this if I wanted to and put it in the freezer for a little while, and you could eat off that. What I probably paid like $7, $8 for the whole pack. for the meat. You can use that and cook it up like that, put it in the freezer. And you can have that meat for a while. You can have that for a long while. You can eat off of that. And listen, many meals out of that if you want. So I'm just saying, because I'm poor. I don't have that much money. I just, I just got by and I'm blessed, but I know what it is to get the work done. And I'm getting to a point of, I'm going to be on retirement money. So I got to figure this stuff out. I can't be buying too much stuff I don't need. I'm getting a little, that's really the other thing. I know I was thinking about it. I'm getting a little bit better at deciding what I'm going to buy and get and cook it in that week instead of buying extra, thinking I'm going to cook it later on, and then with work and everything else, you never get to it. I've been getting much better with, okay, this is what I'm going to spend because this is what I'm going to do today. Because I did see a good brisket at Stu Leonard. That was about $25, but I didn't buy it because I knew I wasn't going to cook it anytime soon. So I left it in the store. So, with the plan of what I'm really going to be doing for the week, that's what I actually bought for the week. If I'm not buying stuff, then I'm not going to be doing for the week. If I got to go back to the store, a couple of times, then so be it. I'll go every week and get what I want to get. And that way I keep the budget down and I know what I'm going to eat. So that's another thing, guys, we got to do. At least I got to do. Because I will be buying stuff that I know I'm not using or that I don't use, Wasn't intentional, but it's a habit. So you got to look at your habits, and been spending time doing just that. So anyway, guys, I think we're done. I appreciate y'all coming. I'll probably be back next week, and it'll be right after April 15th. But I'm sure I'm still coming in. If people came late, oh well, they came late to get their tax done. They late. That's all I can say. So Sharita brought me here from. What did you say? You brought her there from where?
I brought her here from the Taylor Strecker family.
Oh, well,
yes.
Thank you. Thanks for coming. I appreciate that. Sharita, she truly is. She truly is my PR person and my social media person, because I ain't got time for that. Maybe I'll do a little bit better once I'm not working, but I don't know that I have to learn all the social media stuff. So I appreciate everybody who comes and shares, and I hope you like what you see. And I truly appreciate you coming by. And if you can, please like, subscribe, and share. And until next time, India, mwah, I miss you, India. And everybody else, mwah, for you guys. I'm out. I hope to see y'all soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.